Okay, I've been putting this problem off because it's kind of tricky, and I've been trying to think of the best way to go with it. Couldn't think of the best way, so we're just going to roll. Gonna stop procrastinating. It's not the answer. So this problem, the key here is it tells us the absolute value of x is less than 1, which is going to play a role in a minute. So let's first of all, the derivative dy dx is the derivative of the natural log. And so I've got four functions. We got the natural log, three functions. We have the natural log, the square root, and the negative x squared. If there was like a 3x squared, we could have a 4, but there's 3. So it's 1 over the square root of 1 minus x squared times the derivative of the square root, which is 1 over 2 times the square root of 1 minus x squared, times the derivative of negative x squared, which is negative 2x. So the 2's cancel. We're left with negative x all over. So the square root of 1 minus x squared times the square root of 1 minus x squared is really the absolute value of 1 minus x squared. Now that's weird, I know, but here's the thing. If, actually, you know what, it doesn't matter. Because it's the absolute value, because if, again, stop procrastinating, Mr. Owsley, don't worry about it. If you just write 1 minus x squared, you're fine. So negative x over 1 minus x squared. And then if you take this negative and I distribute it down here, we get my answer choice. So that's x over x squared minus 1. And that's b. Right. So the question is, how do you know this is the positive version? Because if this were greater than 1, then my number in here would be negative, but since it's less than 1, when I square it, any number less than 1 squared is still less than 1. Try it yourself. So 1 minus that is going to be positive, so therefore you can drop the absolute value bars and keep it positive anyway. So maybe you didn't even think about it and still got the right answer, but you should think about it a little bit more carefully. But for the regular test, don't worry about it too much. Not that big a deal. Next now, the trick is we saw some rolling with 4 balls, and so we're going to do a trick with that. Me holding it out afar for my body is kind of tricky. Whoop. There it is.